Hi everyone, so this is part 2. We're going to finish up this dashboard. Sorry I have to do these in parts. I don't plan on it, but sometimes the time and I ramble way too much, but I promise you I'm trying to get better at that. But basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is take my hole puncher, which is the one that I use is just the Rapesco. I'm sure you have all heard of this one. I've heard of a lot of people having problems with this hole punch, but honestly I've had mine since I started planning, and this is going on my 3rd year of avidly doing the I guess pretty planning, or whatever you guys call, or whatever we call it. I just call it pretty planning, and I've been doing this for, like I said, 3 years. So, and I bought this when I bought my very first planner. So I've never had a problem with this hole punch. It's been a good one. So basically, if you guys aren't familiar with this one is for personal and pocket size. These little things move out, and I just have them set in because this is a pocket insert or dashboard. But you can take this back off and turn it over and use it for a Pt2 if you have to. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually take my little corner rounder and round my corners really quick. And I don't really think that I have to show you because it's kind of hard to press on this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and round these really quickly. Alright, let's see. Alright, so that now all of our corners are rounded. I just think it looks a lot more uniform. But now that all of our corners are rounded, we're going to go ahead and line it up in your hole punch. And I'm pretty sure you guys all know how to do that as well. But if you don't, it's tricky. But what I usually do is I will stick it in there. Oop. Where did that come from? Okay. That was one that was sticking to the back. Okay. What I basically do is I stick it in. Make sure that it's all in there because you are paper piecing, so make sure you have the whole thing. And I'll look right here and I'll look up here at the edges of the at the edges of the punch. Blurry. Alright, I'll look at the edges of where the punch part ends inside, and I'll just make sure the top has the same amount of room as the bottom, and then I'll go ahead and punch the holes. Okay? So there we go. The holes are punched. And I like punching the holes ahead of time before the lamination because I find it with the lamination, and I'll show you this it has the edge from the lamination, and if you do it before, it will cut the holes off right here and it won't look as pretty. Okay, so now that we have all the paper piecing done, what I did was I just put a little saying with my stamps up at the top, and I will show you guys how I do that. I just have this little I believe this is American Crafts. Yes. This is probably from the dollar spot. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but they're just a little word set. And I am just using my Memento Tuxedo Black stamp pad. And this is a water-based ink, but when it dries, it is water resistant, which is why I like this one. I was going to get the Stays on ink, but Michael's was out of it when I went the other day, so I did just pick up the Memento one because it said it was water resistant. So that's what it looks like, and what we're going to do is we're just going to stamp the same thing that I did on the other ones. Donuts Make Me Happy. And how I did that was I just basically used my ruler and I put it down, lined it up like that. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit for you guys to see just a little bit better. Focus. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick out the words and go ahead and stamp on camera so you guys can watch how I did that. Now, it's not going to be absolutely perfect. Remember, these are handmade items. It's pretty hard to get everything, 100% perfect. So, which I don't mind little imperfections. I think it makes each piece more unique. Okay, let me see. And I hope you guys are seeing this. Okay. It's a little hard to maneuver my arm with the where I'm having the camera sitting. Alright, and then basically what I do after that is just kind of move it down. There's not really a method that I use for this other than just making sure that it's lined up so that it's not terribly crooked. And then I'm going to move that down again and then refine my M. Okay, and then last. My P. And my Y. Okay, so that's basically all I do. Donuts make me happy. And I'm going to place my lid back on my stamp pad so it doesn't dry. Alright, and that's basically how I do it. And then after that, I just take a laminating sheet, which I buy my learn which is which when I go to Zoom. What I do, I buy my laminating sheets at Walmart because they do have an off-brand. It's called Casemate, and it's the glossy, and it's a 50 count, and it's $9, so that's a pretty good deal. So what I'll do is I'll just line my dashboard up on the end like so. And then what I like to do is I will press down on it and cut the excess off, just because I can use the extra. This part I could reuse, so I didn't want to waste the whole sheet. So basically I just stick it in like that, and I'm gonna go put in my laminator really quickly. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But basically I'm going to go ahead and show on this one while that's laminating so we don't have to wait for that to finish. But basically I'll take just my little cheap hole punch. I don't even remember where I got this from, but I'm pretty sure it was only like 99 cents or maybe even 49 cents. I don't remember. But I'll take the back off of it so that I can see the hole. And I'll take my dashboard after I laminate it. Let me see if I can. And what I'll do is I will line it up with the holes. And that's how I cut the laminate out. See? So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to all of them. So that you're not having to try to have to line these back up with your big hole punch. It's a lot easier just to use a single one and cut the laminate out. It works a whole lot better. And that way you don't have to have the holes cut off easier. So it looks a lot more uniform and pretty. And there you go. So that is your dashboard. I'm just going to turn this one over. And run it one more time through the laminator just in case, so we can make sure that that's all good and sealed. Alright, so that is all laminated, and what I usually do after this is I will go ahead and cut it out. Alright, just like that. And then I just cut the laminate out of the holes like I just showed you. So, if you guys would like to win this dashboard, head over to my Instagram and check out the giveaway. So I hope you all enjoyed this paper piecing dashboard tutorial, and thank you guys for all of your support. I really appreciate it all. And stay tuned for my next Midori pocket insert DIY as well. That's coming up here this week. So I hope you all have had a wonderful Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.